Hi students! Welcome to Distant Learning Summer ELD1. We are going to go over the course description and class expectations. My name is Miss Anna Ieng. I am going to be your summer school ELD1 teacher. Again, welcome to summer school. This is very different from the previous school year because we are going to have online learning. But as always, the summer school program will help you recover credits that you failed to receive due to a failing class. And you can also earn credits toward graduation. You will earn 18 weeks of school credit, which is the whole semester of school credit, for 2 weeks of work during this short summer session. So therefore, you must have good attendance and participation. If a student repeatedly fails to follow school or classroom rule, the student will be excluded from the summer school session. This class, ELD1, is designed for you to increase your English proficiency level in all 4 domains: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. This is what we are going to be doing every single day. And this class will require you to interact with each other in meaningful ways. You will learn about how English works, and you will also learn to use foundational literacy skills. Also, you will learn how to acculturate to this American culture, and also you will learn some basic interpersonal communication skills. Students will also prepare for the LPAC, especially for those of you who have been preparing before the school dismissal and you haven't taken the LPAC. Once the school reopen, you may be taking the LPAC again. So we will continue to prepare you during this summer. Also, this class will help you develop good study habits so that you are going to increase your performance and academic success. I will also guide you to utilize different online resources so that beyond class time, you can continue with your learning. I'm going to say that hard work always pays off. So it depends on how much you dedicate your time and effort. It will spell how well you are going to learn English and how much you will improve in such a short time. All right, so here is the summer school session 1 schedule. You are all in session 1 right now. It starts today, June 26th, on this Friday, and it will end on July 10. This is all together 10 days. So this is how it will look in our schedule. Every day, the class starts at 7:50 and it ends at 1:30 with a break between 10:30 to 10:50. So please plan your activities accordingly. Just observe that this is the schedule that we have to follow for summer school, okay? Okay, so because this is a distant learning environment, we have some kind of different requirements for the summer school. Number 1, you are required to participate in 8 hours of direct instruction every week. So this direct instruction means virtually we are going to meet on some Zoom meetings, or you will have some pre-recorded lessons from me. But I usually prefer working with you on the online meetings. So we will have 8 hours of these direct instruction meetings. You will be expected to actively engage in instruction and or your independent work for 5 hours and 20 minutes every day. So just as I said, this is a very short learning time. We want you to do your best and actively participate in your own learning within this 5 hour and 20 minutes every day. We will use Google Classroom to assign lessons and classwork to you. And we will also communicate with you through Google Classroom. So it is very important that you have the habit of looking into your Google Classroom first thing in the morning. Now, if you participate in this 2020 summer school, you must agree to the following. You have to actively engage in the virtual instruction for 8 hours each week. And also you need to complete all the assigned work, activities, projects throughout the week. I respect you and your time. So I will try to limit all the work that we need to finish in the 5 hour and 20 minutes. And I want you to give your best during this time. I will not assign you homework or assign you any work on the weekend. I want you to spend time with your family, friends, but during the time when we have to work, we do our best. This is going to be the grading components that I will use. We will have daily lessons, assignments that you do every day. We have test quizzes. You have daily speaking, listening practices. As English learner, we really need to be able to speak and listen all the times. And we will do writing assignments, projects, and your participation is very important. So your participation is you are being actively engaging in the lesson online, and also your participation, let's say you have any group work, you have any projects that you need to finish on your own. I need to see that you dedicate your time and effort in it. Summer school is short and the coursework condensed from 18 weeks to 10 days. So that's why every day counts. Actually, every minute counts. Students are required to complete assignment independently. So you are expected to be able to do the work on your own after my directions, after my teaching. You need to take daily quizzes, participate actively, and also sometimes you need to collaborate. You need to work with your peers. All efforts are counted. That means every single thing that you do will help you to earn your credit, okay? This is my general standard of citizenship. So how are you going to show that you are a good member of our learning community? I have 4 golden rules. Number 1, I need you to be present. That means you need to be on time. You need to, even though not physically here, but you actually are being there to answer questions, to contribute to your learning. I need you to be positive. So this is a positive thinking I need you to have. Everyone can learn, okay? Everyone. So, and then all of us have a lot more to learn every day. And when you come to class, I would like you to believe that by the end of the class, you learn something more than from the beginning of the class. I need you also to be respectful. This is very important. We will be professional toward each other, especially on the online environment. I need all of you to use a polite way to address each other. We try to be a professional so that we do not use slang or you do not use inappropriate languages. And I also need you to be efficient. So we have very limited time to work. I would like you to take your effort and then also do the work as fast but as best as you could. Now, since this class is an online class, this online classroom is actually a classroom. So we will do the same thing that we are doing as if we were in a classroom. There are certain behavior that I expect from you when you communicate or interact with me or with your peers. And this guideline for online behavior, for interaction, are known as netiquette, okay? So here, before the online meeting, I will send you a link and password, And I need you to keep it to yourself. I would like you to never share with anyone else for security purpose. And I would like you to also let your family know when you will be attending a meeting so that they know that you cannot be talking to them or you need to focus on your lesson. And I would like you to try to find a quiet spot with good lighting. So most of the time in my online meeting, I will have you show your face. And with that, I would like you to be at a place that is very little distraction and also good lighting so that we can see you. And I would like you also to observe the same presentable and dress code policy as usual. So if we are going to see each other, I would like you to be presentable so that, let's say you groom yourself nicely and you dress properly. Do not wear anything that will cause distraction to the class. And please do not wear your pajamas to class. And also, I would like you to have your material ready. So sometimes I may ask you to jot down some notes or like you need to write something. So please have paper, pencil, notebook ready, okay? And also make sure that you go to the bathroom beforehand. Since we only have very limited time to see each other online during the virtual meeting, I would like you to maximize your learning time. So please take care of all these things before we start the meeting. During the meeting, the number one thing is I would like you to be on time. So I will set up what time we are going to be at the meeting, and I need you to join the meeting maybe a little earlier just to make sure that your device is working properly. And try to stay in one spot during the online meeting so that there's less distraction. And also, I need you to learn to wait for your turn to speak. Do not talk over someone else. If you need to say something, make a comment, or ask a question, you need to use a signal. I will show you how to do it. You may raise hand, and also before you speak, get permission. You should mute yourself until it is time for you to speak. And if you forgot to do that, anything that happened around you, everybody will be able to hear, and that will make a lot of distraction and background noise for the meeting. I need you to focus on your learning all the time. So we have very limited time. Avoid any form of distraction. So try not to use your phone, try not to use your computer looking at some other program, because you need to be focused on the instruction in order to be able to do your work independently later on. And also, I would add that you should try not to be eating and drinking and do all these things during the meeting as well. Not only that it is to be professional, and it is just like if you are eating and drinking, it is actually distracting to you and also all the other students who are looking at you. If you are going to make a post online, make sure that it is on topic. Don't say something that is out of the topic. Always be respectful of others' opinion, even they differ from your own. So if someone have a different opinion, I will still need you to politely and be open-mindedly engaging that idea. Treat your teacher and your classmate with respect. Okay, so treat people like the way that you want to be treated. That is just the golden rule. All right, some general guideline for the online meeting. Treat your teacher, classmate with respect in email or any other communication. I will explain to you how you should write an email in a formal way later on during lessons. But any way that you address each other, I would like you to say any word professionally and not to use slang or not to just call teacher first name. And so my name is Miss Ieng. Whenever you are asked to take an assignment or assessment, I would like you to try to do it independently on your own, especially if you're taking a test or an exam. Do not ask others for help. Do not try to use electronic help or search for the answer online, or look at the note unless I gave you permission to do that. Okay, the reason is you are learning all these things, and it is for you to own your learning. If you actually got these answers from someone else, you did not learn that, and you would not be able to demonstrate your real learning and be prepared for the next step. You need to use formal standard English because this is the way that we try to develop our English skills. Remember that all the communication should be correct in spelling and in grammar. And so whenever you post anything or send anything out, try to look at your spelling or try to look at your word and before you send it out. Sometimes we can have a careless typo, but that can be very mistaken by other people what you mean, right? And also avoid any slang terms such as WhatsApp, or use texting abbreviation such as like you instead of the YOU, the whole word. Okay, we are not texting. We are actually using standard English to communicate with each other. All right. So lastly, I would like to talk about academic integrity, which means you want to be an honest learner showing what you really know. Okay. So again, I want you to complete your work independently and on time. I would like you to refrain from copying other people's idea. So that means you try not to, and actually you should not copy from other people's work. If you do not understand how to do certain thing, I am always available to give you further explanation. So you should talk to me first if you do not understand how to do certain thing. And when you are asked to take any assessment, you will need to, once again, try to depend on your own and not to use any other help unless you're giving permission by me. All right, so thank you for paying attention to the whole presentation. Now it is time for you to go to the Google Classroom. I would like you to look for this assignment called the Summer ELD1 Class Agreement. It is a form. I need you to click on it, and I need you to complete the form to say that you have read and understood the class syllabus and expectations.